Hope's in the first row.
I'm going to ask that the center aisle be cleared because the students will be coming up the center aisle.
Right there. Hi. I'm so happy to be here.
I hope he's graduation. And we were happy to be here. And we flew in purposely.
That's right. I spoke to the principal about it. That's right, it's March on your end. Margie, say hello to the camera.
It's
It's a big day. So, watch out so we're behind. One step back.
At this point, I'm going to ask you to remain standing. I'm going to ask that Erin Clifton and Diane Berkowitz please come up. And graduates, I'm going to ask you to turn and face the flag. Erin and Diane. Graduates, please be seated. My audience, please be seated. Caitlin?
Graduates, parents, and teachers. Today is a day to commemorate our past years at Sawmill. Today is also a day to move on to Grant. Furthermore, today is Wednesday. I'm here to talk about creativity. There used to be a store called that which sold craft products. Create in a dictionary might say, bring into being, give rise to, make. A director named Robert Bresson once said, make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. I think that means that if inventors or artists hadn't been creative, we would not have as beautiful a world. We use a lot of creativity at Sawmill. For example, this year we had the Middle Ages Fair. At the fair, we made our own costumes, speeches, and props. Even though we had to follow pictures of the Middle Ages, we could be creative. We didn't have the same materials as they did, so we had to be creative with what we had. Another example is, in 3rd grade we made board games. Then we could be very creative. Our teachers allowed us to make one for anything we had learned about that year. My group made a dinosaur board game. We even made a contraption to roll the dice. Projects like these could also help our future. All jobs need some creativity to do them right. For example, if you want to be a clown, you need to make up things to do and make people laugh. Unless you want a regular job, like an architect or interior designer, then you need to design a building or its inside. Also, you'll have to pass art classes in middle school. For some people, like me, projects are hobbies. For others who want to be teachers, projects have to be made for the students to do. I think projects are a good thing to have in schools. Children can learn better that way. Projects make kids think, so they want to learn. They also make going to school more enjoyable. I liked doing those projects. Thank you, teachers and faculty, for your time in designing and making these projects possible.
Thank you, Caitlin. Our second speaker, Jennifer Simbala, playing Millennium. Let's have another round of applause. These guys were absolutely fabulous. Our entire sixth grade band. Wonderful. At this point, I'd like to introduce our third student speaker.
Are you retiring? Yes, I am.
Oh, if you're the next speaker, you better get up there. Do I want to hold your flute? Want me to just hold it? You gotta get up there, you're next. Oh, really? You're not? All right.
Thank you, our orchestra students. As our orchestra members leave the stage, I'd like to bring up our fourth student speaker, Hope Boyarsky. Hope?
Get up the shot.
Let's give Hope a warm welcome.
Cooperation. It's something that we learn throughout our lives. Robert Fulghum once wrote, "All I ever needed to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. And no matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together." Even though it is true that all of our learning starts in kindergarten, I feel that each year we learn new ways to cooperate and work with each other. At the end of this school year, as we all move on into Grand, I am able to see how much Sawmill has taught me about cooperating. We first started learning to cooperate in kindergarten, as we did everything else. There we met new people and made new friends. Still, our cooperation skills weren't very developed. One thing we did cooperatively was to push a cart to get milk for snack. We also started walking in hallways. On field trips, we held onto a rope so we could stay together easily. Since we were little and hadn't been at Sawmill very long, we weren't perfect at cooperating yet, but our school had already made a big impact on us. First grade, our cooperation skills had much improved, but still not quite perfected. We didn't all get along, but we were on our way. Now, instead of holding a rope on field trips, we cooperated by holding hands and helping our partners stay in line. Also, most of us were good at reading and took turns reading out loud to the class. We worked together in this by deciding as a group how we choose the order we read in. Second grade, things were mostly the same when it came to the setup of the room and the amount of homework we got, but we cooperated in a whole new way. Like it did throughout our lives at Sawmill, the I Care Cat helped us respect and care about each other's feelings. Only by now we weren't as into bringing the little orange puppet home. This year, instead of putting dioramas in the science fair, our whole grade worked on a project on homes. It was great working with my friends on something not only fun but educational as well. There wasn't one person who didn't have a part in it. Third grade. By now we were so good at cooperating, we could teach and be taught by other kids. We showed our skills best at the third grade dance. We worked so hard together, and it really paid off. It was great. Not only did the teachers and instructors think up ideas, the kids did as well. Fourth grade. We were on the second floor now. At least most of us were. Though we cooperated so well before, being older, some people thought that making fun of others was cool. Because of this, we didn't all cooperate well. Still, we learned about Martin Luther King Jr. more in depth than before, and by the end of the year, most of us started judging others for what was on the inside and not the outside. Fifth grade. This year we learned about the systems of the body. We were split up into groups, each one researching a different system. When we were done, we explained ours to the class. After learning all about this, we dissected along. For this, we were again put into groups where each person got an equal share in dissecting and observing. 6th grade. We are the oldest in the school. Everyone looks up to us now. We've changed so much through the years and are still changing now. Green Kill is the one thing every child looks forward to. They don't realize how difficult it is and how much hard work and cooperation it requires. During the risk activities, together as a group, we had to figure out ways to overcome obstacles, and then we helped each other to do them. During the meals there, everyone helped out, even though it was the KP's job to do all of the work. After learning the circulation of the blood through the human body, we dissected a cow's heart, like we did a lung. We were put into groups and had an equal share in dissecting. The medieval fair was our last major group project of the grade and of elementary school. The jousters, singers, and maypole dancers worked so well together and so cooperatively. There was no one more planned out or as funny as the jesters. At the fair, I was an ink maker, and my partner Nadia and I worked together to make ink for our calligraphy stand. Over the past 7 years, I have come to know all 112 kids in this grade. It's been great knowing all of them. So, as my last words to Sawmill, thank you to all of the teachers. For me, you really made the Sawmill experience.
I'm going to ask
We've been best friends for 6 years. Best friends since first grade. I feel it was just yesterday we were in kindergarten. If I didn't have my friends and family, I don't know what I'd do. About the future. Sometimes I get scared. I know we'll make it at Grant. Me too.
And this shall feel.
I think about family, happiness, hopes, and dreams. When I think about the future, I think about love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2000. Let's give them another round of applause, please. They did a fabulous job. Not an easy piece to sing. Graduates, please be seated. And at this point, I'm going to ask that my 5 6th grade teachers come up. Mrs. Bennett, Mrs. Noddy, Miss Gilroy, Mr. Tero, and Mrs. Goldberg. Sean Fallon. I'm going to ask that you hold the applause until the entire row is done. Gregory Peter Bianculli. Megan Dunn. Amy Kilgallen. Jennifer Amina Simbala. Kristen Elizabeth Giamatteo. Alexandra Lester Rorschbach. Joanna Murphy. Hope Boyarsky. Nicole Jardines. Louis Jack Yablonsky. Hillary Dana Katz. Christine Marie Martiello. Row 1, please be seated. In row 2, please come up to the podium. Kevin Scott. Jason Schulman. Let's give them one more round of applause. They were absolutely fabulous. Your children are wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And I'm going to ask you all to just stay right where you are, please. Well done.
I got that on tape.